Hi, so this is the resource that I'm going to show you how to do this today. And I'm sharing the actual file for you to use this to create this motion graphics, so text animated on video in Keynote. This is a hack. It's not how most motion graphics are done. Most motion graphics are done on After Effects or something like that. It's a big learning curve to learn that, and I'm sharing this hack with you with tools that you already have. So if you don't have Keynote, if you're a Windows user, you can do this with PowerPoint too. So just adapt what you're learning here and do it for yourself. But if you're on Keynote, you on a Mac, you have Keynote, you can just, and even you can use this file on your phone if you have an iPhone and you have Keynote in there. Just use this file and I'll show you how to export for a video too. So let's jump in. I'll start a new file so that I can show you from the beginning. So file new, you take a wide presentation, which is the radio of a video. So choose this one. You can make it the color you want, the type you want. I'm going to show how I did mine. So for the first one, I haven't changed the background color. I only created a shape. And then I changed the color fill to no fill and the border to line. And I believe I made a 60 or 70, something like that line. I'll try 17 here. And then I just made it fit this, and I changed the background color. I'll do just another color in here just to show you. You can use any color that you want. And then I added another shape to create the highlighting here. Sorry about the noise. And yeah. Wow, that's noisy. I changed the color in here too. And I arranged it to center back. So then I changed the color of this text and the size to make it white. And let's say headline and one even if statement. You can use anything that you want. I use it in even if statement. Okay, so now what we can do to animate this? You can go to animate, make this one. Why is doing this? Make this one a typewriter. This one, I'll do the same thing. Typewriter. And for the rectangle in here, I just added a white and made it faster. Now that we have this, we need to go to build order, make the headline animate after transition. the even if after the headline, and the rectangle with the even if statement. So you have this. Okay, now for the overall transition, you want to make this a push. It depends on what you're doing to make it push from one side to the other side. In this case, I'm doing exactly like this, right to left. It could be different. You can change to whatever you want. I'll do this automatically. And then we're going to duplicate this one. And let's work on the second one. So for this one, I changed the background color. So let's just go to document. Oh, sorry, for format. In format, we're going to click on the background and change the color. Now I took the same rectangle in here. I went to style, color fill, white, border, no border, and curve shadow. So now I just adjust this, and I'll make this a 10 angle, and I'll send it to back. Now I'll just bring this in here, and now I need to do this. I'll just erase this one and this one, and for this one I just need to make the same. Oh, sorry, I don't need to erase the rectangle, I just need to erase this. So I'll just make this one 10 and this one 10 as well. Now I need to make this text align left, and bring this in here, and I'll say headline, something else. And I'll bring this one here. Now I need to animate this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to animate. I'll change the animation of the transition to be from top to bottom. Yeah. Now this one will still be typewriter. You can use anything else first. But now we need to animate this to be pivot. And I want it from bottom to left. Yep. And this is going to be the first one. So I need to change this to after transition. Headline will be after that. Rectangle will be with, but I need to add a 40 or something delay to make it come a little bit later. So this is what we have. Cool. Now we're going to duplicate this one because we're going to keep the background this color. I'm going to remove anything else that we have in here. And sorry about that. I'm going to add this shape to make it a button. And it can be handwritten or anything like that too. I'll make it white. I'll make it curved shadow. And now I'll double click in here to and change the color to make it black. And I'll make it all caps. Bold and big. Okay, so now for the whole slides, I don't need to do anything because this is the last one. And we already animated this to this one. So I'll just make none. And this one, I'm going to use scale big. Yeah. And in the build order, I'll make this after the transition. And let's see what we created. Okay, it works. Now you see that in the one that I just showed you in the beginning, we have a sound, right? So that sound is because I added some audio effects from Facebook. You can take the ones from YouTube too. You can use audio from Vimeo. And let me just find the audio bits. I had them right here. And now I can find. Anyway, I just search for it. Yeah, here they are. So this is a keyboard sound. They have something like this too. And even this. You can play around. You can use music if you prefer. I just added the keyboard sound because we're using typewriter. So if you can find a sound for typewriter, it's cool too. And now I have to go back to the builder if you want to use this, of course. And this one will be at the beginning, after the transition, and the headline must be with. So now everything is going to play around together. I'll just copy this first and place it in here too. And now I go to the build order. And this one, the rectangle must animate first. And this one will come with the headline. So I'll just drop it in here. This one is after the rectangle. This one will be with the headline, and the rectangle will be with everything else. So now let's check again. Okay, so I just had a problem here because for some reason this one is not animating right away. Yeah, it changed to on click. So if for any reason it doesn't play, just check it when you add the sound if the transition is there. So after the transition, and now it will work. Yes, it works. Perfect. So this is what we created. You see, it's very simple, but how we turn this into video now? I'm just going to export to QuickTime, keep the proportions to 720, on next, and save with the name that you want, Motion Graphics Toot. Okay. I'll just go to that, and here's our video. And of course, you can animate images in here too, if you want to animate your photograph in this, if you want to animate any other object in here, clip arts, PNGs, you can place anything else in here and animate it with it. So that's it for today. I hope you like this. And I have one more thing for you. This one will be quick. Bye.